And we're all ready to go. It's going to be Barca kicking right to left across your screens to get the ball moving. Two sides have met twice this season. Barca winning 4-0 in the Bernabeu in the league and 5-2 in the Super Cup in January, which was of course played in Jeddah. Inigo Martinez getting an early touch back across to Cubarsí. Be interesting to see how Madrid go into this game. They've been playing Fede Valverde as a right back quite a lot recently, but he's back in midfield today. I think they're looking for that extra bit of aggression in the middle of the park. There's Gerard Martin filling in at left back. Balde injured, should be back in a couple of weeks. And Lewandowski, well, touch and go, probably won't be fit for first leg of the Champions League semi-final against Inter Milan this week. Madrid looking to press quite high, Rodrigo and Vinicius. Inigo Martinez once again to Gerard. And Inigo gives that one away a little bit cheaply. Here's Asensio pushing forward, and that's cleared. And with Lucas Vázquez pushing forward, there was a bit of space there for Rafinha, probably a little bit more time than he thought he had. Real Madrid recovered, it's out to Mendy. Once again, it's Ferland Mendy. Madrid have also got a couple of injuries that they picked up on Wednesday in their 1-0 win against Leganés. David Alaba picking up a muscle problem, and unfortunately Eduardo Camavinga tearing ligaments in his groin. That means he'll need an operation and will miss the end of the season and also the Club World Cup. De Jong, Pedri having a fantastic season. Opens that one out to Martin. Ferran Torres pushing it across, and there needed Rudiger to be alert. Actually, it's Tchouaméni who actually makes the interception at the end as Rudiger slams it wide. But a first opening there carved out for Barca. Just a second minute, Dani Olmo down at this near side will take the corner. Very quickly, we should talk about what happened yesterday. Real Madrid TV, as they do very regularly, publishing a video basically criticising the Burgos Bengoechea, picking out mistakes he's made against them in past matches. They do, as I say, something habitually during the season with referees. Most people think they do it to pressure and to try and intimidate and maybe condition the referee. In his press conference, the Burgos Bengoechea was asked about it, and he was on the verge of tears, basically saying it's not just about me, but my son comes home. You know, kids at school say your dad's a cheat, your dad's a thief, and basically highlighting that when Madrid TV publish these videos, it's not just the referees who suffer, but their families, leads to repercussions on social media and everything. Real Madrid complained about this, said the referee should be changed. The Federation refused to change the referee, which was a correct decision, and then Real Madrid refused to do the pre-game press conference and open training session. There was even talk that they would not play the match, but they issued a communique later on saying that that wasn't the case. Foul in the middle of the park. The referee tried to give an advantage. Oh, that's a bad challenge there from Vázquez. High from behind on Rafinha. Of course, the question is, with all that's been said about him and the pressure put on him, how will the Burgos Bengoechea referee today? Obviously, Real Madrid are going to latch onto any possible mistake he makes against them. So the VAR referee as well, Pablo González Fuertes, who's retiring at the end of the season, basically came out and said, look, it's time the referees actually did something about this as well. There are the Madrid injured players coming in the middle. Eder Militao on one side and Dani Carvajal on the other. Gets there at the second attempt, Corbassi. Still only in his teens, now a regular. Beat the offside trap there, Vinicius. No, he doesn't. The offside flag is down on this near side. This is roundly booed by Real Madrid. Let's have a look. And he comes back onside. No, he might just be offside. And Barca back on the ball in the 6th minute. 0-0 here in the final of the Copa del Rey. Barca looking for their 32nd cup. Real Madrid for their 21st. Taking over the mantle of last year's champions, Athletic Club Bilbao. As Pedri played over 4,000 minutes of football this season. Pedri, which is great to see after the injury problems he'd suffered after playing both the European Championships and the Olympics in 2021. Had a couple of years when he was really struggling. Here he is on the ball. There he is again, once again, Pedri. Looking for Gerrard. Frankie de Jong. Back in Happy Town, Frankie. Looked like he was going to be leaving not so long ago. Oh, he was winning the ball back. But he's got fit. He's struggling with a bit of an ankle injury for quite a long time. And especially with Marc Casado out for the season. Show what a good player he is, the Dutchman. Luka Modric. Is he playing his last cup final for Real Madrid? 39 years old, out of contract, of course, at the end of the season. Good pressure there from Vinicius, but it goes across to Koundé, another player of over 4,000 minutes this season. There's Lamine Yamal, even more recognisable now with that blonde hairdo. Makes a commentator's job a little bit easier. Wry smile from Dani Olmo as the Burgos Bengoechea gives the free kick Real Madrid's way. Just clips Dani Ceballos' heel. Used to play his trade, of course, in this city. Ceballos began his career with Betis, and, well, that's not good news for Real Madrid. Mendy's down. I say he's only just come back from injury there. Looks as if he said something to Tchouaméni. So it looks as if Real Madrid are going to be forced into a very early change. It'll be Fran Garcia to come on. It's a shame because he's a good player, Mendy, when he's fit. That's probably why he's playing for Real Madrid, but he's just fragile. Camavinga might well have started at left-back today if he'd been fit. But he isn't, so it's going to be Fran Garcia coming on. Vinicius, you see, making the change now. So just 9 minutes in, and Real Madrid lose their left-back through injury. Let's not forget these two teams play again in the league on the 12th of May. A match that could well decide the La Liga title. Obviously, Barca having a 4-point lead over Real Madrid. Match in Barcelona. Looks like his thigh, doesn't it? Right up there, or his abductor. Sorry, it's a Spanish name for it. His groin muscle. Vamos. It's just there, obviously, when he does it. Clattering into Jules Koundé. First setback for Carlo Ancelotti. He keeps denying rumours that he will be leaving the club at the end of the season, highlighting that he has got a contract until the end of next year, but obviously he's been very strongly linked to the Brazilian national team. And if he is to take that job, then he probably would have to go before the World Club Cup. Once again, another look at that. And it is Fran Garcia coming on. Well, obviously he's going to have the task of stopping Lamine Yamal. Get away from Dani Olmo. Obviously another source of controversy this season with whether or not he should be allowed to play due to Barca's financial fair play problems. La Liga insisting that he shouldn't. The court so far allowing him to play, but it's all a wee bit of a legal grey area. Free kick from Madrid as Vinicius goes down. Taken quickly, I'm not sure that's what the Brazilian wanted, but it's reached Jude Bellingham. Up to Vasquez, and here's Rodrigo. Fede Valverde. And good work there by Pedri. At the expense of a throw for Real Madrid. Well, that was Inigo Martinez, who's played and lost 2 cup finals in this ground. Lamine Yamal looking to test Fran Garcia straight away and getting the better of him. Here's Lamine. Oh, nutmeg. And just shows a little bit much, allowing Fran Garcia to recover. Just 17 years old still. It is quite frightening. 14 goals, 18 assists in 3,811 minutes before today. I think it's incredible that a young player has lasted so well with hardly any injury problems. It's whipped in. There's a bit of pushing and shoving in the Madrid area. The referee's played on. It's with De Jong, who spreads that one out wide. Once again, Lamine. Touch lets him down for once. We've got Koundé in support, the Frenchman. Been linked with interest from Arsenal for next season. Whether or not Barca would be willing to sell is a bit of an issue. Although obviously their financial constraints mean that if they want to buy somebody, they're going to have to lower their wage bill first. Pedri looks for the 1-2. Madrid getting lots of bodies in the way. And the Burgos Bengochea gives Madrid the free kick. Little slip there from Gerrard, but he recovers to dispossess Rodrigo. Well, a little bit untidy. Barcelona Playing it back to Pau Barsi, who also trips over his own feet nearly. Koundé steps forward, turns back. And there is Barsi. Once again, they're leaving space for Gerard Martin on that left-hand side. Rafinha whips it into the area. Fran Garcia clears only as far as Koundé to Dani Olmo, former Leipzig player. And it's just going to be too much on it. Thibaut Courtois comes forward and makes a comfy claim. And there he is, Kylian Mbappé. Nice control there from Bellingham. Vinicius. Costa Rodrigo. It's intercepted, and here comes Barca on the break. It's an absolute mugging from Rudiger. The referee's given the advantage. I'm interested to see if he books him after that. And once again, Barca appealing for a penalty. The referee's playing on. At the moment, obviously, we have got VAR. Bellingham dropping deep, looking to set Vinicius away, and that's going to go all the way for a goal kick. The referee's making a signal here that there's nothing. No. Well, it certainly hits his hand. Whether or not you deem that to be a penalty or not is open to debate. Well, the general rule is if your hand's on the ground to support you when you're sliding in, it probably isn't a penalty. But that is the sort of decision that Real Madrid TV video yesterday hasn't made any easier for the referee. It was Fede Valverde, by the way, who was back to cover. This time he gives the free kick Barca's way. Looks as if Rudiger got away with that cynical challenge, didn't he, in that counter-attack? Well, Barca once again get control of the ball. Like I said, they played 2 times this season so far. 4-0 to Barca in the Bernabeu, 5-2 to Barca in Jeddah. A game where they played the last half hour with 10 men. So Inigo Martinez was sent off. Goes out to Lamine. Problems for Fran Garcia once again. This time he cuts in, looks to shoot, and just wide of the post. Was that a shot? Was that a cross? Drilled in low. I think it's a shot he doesn't actually quite get right. Possible hand there was there from Koundé. Once again, the referee's playing on as Barcelona fans making most of the noise here. It's pretty evenly spread, I would say, the numbers. But I say the ground isn't quite full. Which, when you think it's supposedly the 2 biggest teams in Spain, it's a little bit disappointing. Lucas Vázquez once again in on Rafinha. Left a message for him earlier in the game, right at the start. I think the first one was actually a lot worse than that. But free kick, says the referee. See those stands, the new sort of newly built, quite shallow banking. But certainly better than a running track. Betis will be playing in this ground next season, by the way, when their Benito Villamarín Stadium is being refurbished. At least it'll finally get some proper use. That's a decent delivery, and Courtois saves from Koundé. Got ahead of Asensio there. Just a little bit too centred. Decent save from the Belgian. It's been Dani Olmo to Lamine Yamal. Pedri once again whips that ball in. Nobody quite reads that, and comfortable for Courtois. Most of the game played in the Real Madrid half so far. Barca very quickly winning back possession, but just lacking maybe a little bit of sharpness in that last third so far. It's not surprising. Really, teams that have advanced in Europe and played in the Super Cup have hardly had any respite since the start of the year. Here's Gerard Martin again. Rafinha back to the young fullback. It's well recovered, and Dani Olmo getting stuck in. As Rodrigo looks to advance but isn't allowed to. Dani Olmo halts that run unceremoniously. Free kick for Real Madrid. Pedri putting good pressure on there, but that's a decent ball through the middle, and it's out of his ground there, Chesney, a wee bit, as Bellingham looks to control. Vinicius. And here's Fran Garcia arriving. Great block from Koundé. So Barca asking for a free kick there for that challenge on Tchouaméni on Dani Olmo. Free plays on, and it's Dani Ceballos. First concerted Real Madrid attack in this match. In the end, runs down a dead end there, and here's Lamine. It's past one challenge. Oof. And gets hacked badly from behind. Inigo Martinez, I think, asking for the yellow card. And you can see why. Ferran Torres, top scorer, joint top scorer along with Enrique in the Cup this season with 5 goals, the former Manchester City and Valencia player. And every outfield player in the Real Madrid half As we approach the 25th minute of this game, still 0-0. Barca playing the game in the Madrid half. And a couple of chances, one saved by Courtois and the other just put wide by Lamine Yamal. Ancelotti gets booked. He never used to really complain much about referees, Ancelotti, but he looks as if he's joined the club recently. Asking for handball. This time it's Asensio. So Barca's got a lot of goals on their way to this cup final. It was 5-4 on aggregate against Atletico Madrid, 4-4 in Montjuic, 1-0 in Madrid. Well done, the Lamine Yamal recovering. This time it's Vinicius who's asking for the free kick. Prior to that, they won 5-0 in Valencia in the quarter-finals and beat Betis 5-1 the round prior to that. In the first round they played, it was the fourth-tier team called Barbastro, and they won 4-0 away from home. Vinicius still thinks he should have had a free kick there. Runner-up, of course, in the Golden Ballon d'Or. And Real Madrid refusing to attend the ceremony when they discovered that he wasn't actually the winner. Has left that short. Now here is a chance as Bellingham. Oh, looks to slip that one through to Vinicius. It was Courtois who made the interception, and the ball's gone right forward now to Lamine Yamal. I think he fancies his chances against Fran Garcia. He's pulled that one back. Pedri! Oh my word! What a goal from Pedri! Absolute screamer. Barcelona take the lead in the Copa del Rey final. Combination between Lamine Yamal and Pedri. Lamine's going to ask for an assist for that. But I think near a massive amount of the credit goes to that young man, Pedri. Brilliant goal from the Canary Islander. So Barca are ahead. All comes through this interception from Courtois. Played to Lamine Yamal, there's no offside there. Look how Pedri's not even in sight at the moment, and he slips in here into the right of your screen, and that is a screamer. Well, his breakthrough season was a good one. This one is getting better and better. 1-0 to Barca. Pedri. When you're looking at the celebrations, we're back underway. A few flares gone out in the Barca end. It's always dangerous. probably mean the club getting a fine. Someone's carried that out at the stand. Very good. So 1-0 to Barca. Pedri breaks the deadlock. Barca so far have had 70% of the ball. So will Madrid change their game plan, or will they carry on as they have been before? That's another really bad challenge from behind. Gerard Martin just misplaces his pass slightly. Rafinha drills it across, but in the end comfortable for Thibaut Courtois. Good, that's better from the referee. He allowed the play to finish before brandishing his second yellow of the game. I'm not quite sure it's for. Is it Chouameni? Oh, that's a really bad challenge on Dani Olmo. Oh, he's still down, receiving a little bit of treatment. Well, the first player to be booked today as Fermin Lopez warms up. They won't want to lose Dani Olmo with the Champions League semi-final just around the corner. If only because there's literally no break in the season. We're going to start with a dead ball. Dani Olmo's gingerly walking back. Doesn't look very happy, does he? Remember, Kylian Mbappe is on the bench for Real Madrid. Oh. Well, Vinicius doesn't exactly time that one correctly. I don't think he made the contact that maybe Kovacic made out. Koundé. Ferran Torres. Chasing that one down once again. Courtois sends it long. Pedri with Inigo Martinez bundles into the back of Bellingham. Free kick for Real Madrid. Referee, they're having it's not that difficult sort of look about him. Here comes to Rodrigo. Once again, doesn't get past Gerard Martin. And Lamine Yamal, Koundé making space on the overlap. And it does go to the Frenchman. Lamine once again hits that accelerator. This time it's recovered by Lucas Vázquez. And Madrid got the chance to make something happen. A little bit narrow. Ceballos looks to come forward. A free kick it is for Real Madrid there. Well, you get a look at the goal scorer, Pedri. Advertises bananas in Spain. You'll be glad to know. Obviously, he's from the Canary Islands, which is a big producer of bananas. Under pressure, Bellingham deep in his own half. He's done well, though. skips past Pedri and looks to stretch his legs. It's out to Fran Garcia, who's got Vinicius in support. It goes to the Brazilian. Only cleared, half cleared. Is there an offside? The offside flag is up on this near side. I think we might have a little VAR check on it though. Let's have a look. Nicely worked. Space in the middle as well for Bellingham. Let's see. If it doesn't really clear it, it's Dani Ceballos, and yeah, it is offside. But they might find a little bit of optimism from that Real Madrid, especially by that poor marking there. There's a bit of a gap at the middle of the Barca defence. So again, that pass forward doesn't find the forward run of Dani Olmo. Madrid just stepping forward a little bit more. Was looking for Vinicius, but didn't really get anywhere near him as Inigo Martinez intercepts. If I remember correctly, he committed the penalty which allowed Real Sociedad to win the Cup. The 2020 Cup, which was played in April 2021 because of the pandemic. There's two Barca players down as Gerard Martin looks to advance. It goes down in the area. Referee had a very, very good look at that. And this time Real Madrid get the free kick. And the referee and the Real Madrid players mobbing the Burgos Bengoechea. And the yellow card for Gerard Martin. Well, that's the challenge that Barca were asking for. To be fair, it's late. That challenge from Gerard Martin. Doesn't really get a full contact on him. It doesn't time it particularly well. I wonder if they'll try and target the youngster now, Real Madrid. There's Lucas Vázquez. Vinicius whips that one across. That's not gone out. And Rodrigo keeps it in. And Vázquez plays it back to Fede Valverde. Ceballos. A little concerted Real Madrid attack here with Vinicius looking to turn Lamine Yamal, slipping at the wrong moment, and Lamine looks as if he's going to get away, and that's a decent advantage, but I think the referee says play on. Is he going to book Fran Garcia afterwards? Clearly looked to take out Lamine. There is the Madrid fullback, can't keep it in. With another look at that challenge on Dani Olmo. Just gets a foot on it, does he, Chamonix there? Well, let's not forget, has been booked. We have 6 minutes left in the first half. There will be a bit of injury time, obviously, because Real Madrid lost Ferland Mendy. Just looking down, I can see Mbappe warming up. Will he start the second half? Bellingham. Lucas Vázquez. Madrid getting into this a little bit more. Barca's game obviously needs a lot of high energy pressing against Atletico in the semis in the 4-all They did run out of steam in the last 10 or 15 minutes, allowed Atletico to come back from 4-2 down to 4-all. De Jong. Gerard Martin. They get the possession, 66 for Barca, 34 for Real Madrid. Barca just keeping the ball. Trying to pull Madrid out of position. They've kept the shape really well in midfield, Real Madrid. Just look to deny Barca a bit of space. Here's Frankie de Jong, though, to Dani Olmo. Looks to thread that one through to Ferran Torres, but it's cut out by the defence. Some good work there from Lucas Vázquez, and Madrid once again looking to break. Bellingham spreads it out to Vinicius, who's once again just slipping. Might consider changing those boots at half-time. And good pressure from Lamine Yamal, who also tries to G up the fans a wee bit. Well, so the Real Madrid president in the middle there, Florentino Perez, and the Barca president, Joan Laporta. Said Florentino Perez boycotting last night's official dinner. Perez next to president of the Andalusian regional government and the Madrid regional government. Dani Olmo again. Another free kick as he basically runs into a brick wall that is Antonio Rudiger. I'll say there's the king in the middle, next to the president of the Spanish Football Federation. As we say, poor old king was at the Pope's funeral this morning, sat next to Donald Trump. Rafinha lines up to take it. There's Ferran Torres also there. Rafinha takes a deflection, and it's a corner. He's a bit wrong-footed there, Courtois. It's Rudiger who puts the head in there. Just intensifying his warm-up down there, Mbappe. Dani Olmo prepares to take the corner. I'm not sure we'll see Dani Olmo at the start of the second half. He's coming for a bit of what they say in Spanish is a bit of a stopper in this game. Oh my word, that's gone across the face of goal, missed everybody, and that's blocked. Real Madrid, do they have the chance to break? No, they don't, but Vinicius looks to take it quickly. Dani Olmo's corner. Does it get a little touch there of Ferran Torres? It might evade. Does it avoid everybody? And Kubasi's going for that at the far post. Was he being held a little bit there, Pau Kubasi, as well? Only a minute left of normal time in the first half. Barca certainly having the best of the play, but just getting into things a little bit more as Vinicius looks to advance. But once again, Koundé doing a very good job, although he can't avoid the corner. It was a bit 6 of one, half a dozen of the other to start off with, that wasn't it? But then it was a little bit more of Ceballos than it was of Corbassi. How are you feeling, Kylian? Yeah, I think I'll be all right in the second half. 5 minutes of injury time. Might seem excessive, but there was quite a long stoppage when Mendy went down. There's another off-the-ball incident there with Ceballos. Lamine Yamal. I must confess I didn't see that. I wouldn't mind seeing a replay. The thing is, I don't think the referee saw it either. Let's have a look. Nah, well, there's nothing there, is there? Well, hang on, yeah, he does catch him across. I don't think he catches him quite that badly, but he catches him. Well, if he sees that, you can certainly consider a yellow card. I don't think anything else. As well, Corbassi. Vinicius is running through. Still Vinicius shows too much of that, then clatters into Szczesny. Penalty? No, offside. Offside flag is down on this near side. The offside flag's up. I think Vinicius was quite a long way offside when the ball was played through. Well, he's not quite a long way offside, but he is offside. I think if he'd left that to Fran Garcia, however... I'm not sure if that's... I think it's Inigo Martinez who might just catch him. But anyhow, offside rules everything out. I think they're getting a little bit racked, they're getting under Barca's skin with some of these challenges, Real Madrid, and the Barcelona players have got to keep their calm. Handball. I think he'll be looking forward to his half-time cup of tea, or might have something a little bit more relaxing, I think, the Burgos Mengoy chair. It's been quite a difficult first half for him. I said, put under extra pressure by Real Madrid TV's videos about him. Once again, waving away Barcelona protests, asking for a yellow card. From behind, late. And there you get the offside, a lot closer than you thought originally. But I think the good thing about that semi-automatic VAR is that it does rule out any controversy. Computer says no. Minute left in this first half. Another free kick for Barca. Whipped in, and that is deflected over for a corner. They'll want to try and end this half with the ball in their control, Barca. Once again, there's a bit of push me, pull you at the far post. Only half cleared. And just hooked back in there by Rafinha. Quick thinking from Courtois. As Koundé reads it well. Dani Olmo loses out to Lucas Vázquez. Bellingham goes down. Play on, says the referee. It's the other one I think you want to have a look at. Anyhow, I think Lamine Yamal says, let's just keep this ball until the half-time whistle, which the Burgos Bengoechea has booked. Once again, the Real Madrid players go over to mob him. He tries to explain his decisions to Lucas Vázquez. Not an easy afternoon, not an easy evening for the Burgos Bengoechea. There goes that man Pedri. He scored the only goal of the game, an absolute screamer it was in the 28th minute. Barca lead in the Copa del Rey final against Real Madrid, but there's a lot of football still to be played here in Sevilla. We'll be back very soon for the second half. We'll get a confirmation of who's coming off. As I said, I think it's Rodrigo by the looks of it. Indeed it is Rodrigo who is off. And Mbappé on. 22 goals in the league, the Frenchman. And 2 in the Copa del Rey. Just to let you know some of the half-time stats. Barca 9 shots to 164% possession, 306 passes to 178. The big stat, though, is that one on the bottom of your screens. Football Club Barcelona 1, Real Madrid 0. Pedri scoring a screamer right from the edge of the D in the 28th minute. Just to let you know, Tchouameni booked for Real Madrid and Gerard Martin for Barca. Yes. Rafinha with an early touch. Not had a great first half, the Brazilian, but he's got that ball across to Lamine Yamal, who once again looks to pressure or work Courtois, but scuffs his shot a little bit. He is giving Fran Garcia obviously substitute for Ferland Mendy after just 10 minutes. Bit of a torrid night. Ball goes back to Wojciech Szczesny. Came out of retirement to join Barca, but we're quite glad he did. Quite nice to come out of retirement when you're just 34. It looks like he's going to sign a new contract, but we'll need to see what happens with Marc-Andre ter Stegen fit again for Barca. Obviously, you'd think the German will be first choice. But probably not until the end of until the start of next season. Remember, Barca aren't in the FIFA Club World Cup. Spanish representatives in the States. In June and July will be Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. I'm very interested to know how that's going to affect pre-season preparations, etc., etc. Dani Olmo getting across to Frankie de Jong, Koundé. And Lamine Yamal with his brand new hairdo. The jury's out, I think, on that hairdo, to be honest. Kids, eh? Under a bit of pressure there, De Jong from Mbappé, but he's found Rafinha, drilled that straight into Courtois' midriff. Looking for Mbappé. Obviously Barca like to play a high defensive line, but you've got Mbappé against you, it makes it a little bit more difficult. Although, as I say, the 2 previous meetings this season, 4-0 for Barca and 5-2. Bellingham all over Dani Olmo there. Pedri to Dani Olmo. Is he going to line it up, Pedri? He does indeed, and this time doesn't work, Courtois. See, as soon as he got the ball, though, he fancied it. Robert Lewandowski sits watching. 40 goals for the Polish striker. He isn't going to add to that total tonight with his hamstring injury, which he picked up against Celta Vigo just a week ago. Courtois opts to send it long. That's well won by Bellingham. He's got past Pedri, and is he going to go all the way? Bellingham, he could. He said it to Vinicius. Szczesny, ball still alive, and Szczesny again gets down to make a double save when Real Madrid looks set to level the scores. Great work from Bellingham here. Gets past Pedri, sees the space, and then picks up Vinicius just that tiny bit wide. That's got the Madrid fans singing. A goal kick. Martinez gets up. I think if he'd have been on the ball there a little bit, Ferran. 6 minutes of injury time. Oh, that's a really bad challenge. Very, very high. Luka Modric. Not a man usually for that kind of action. On Gavi. High, studs up. Might get another minute added on after that. Another solid challenge there. And now Barca got another attack in them. It's Pedri. Still Pedri. He's put too much on that one. Out that goes for a goal kick. Flick wants his players back in position before Madrid take the goal kick. Here he is again. That's a solid challenge as well. Lamine. Barca just keeping Madrid under pressure. Looking to turn. And in the end, well, no, I was going to say in the end, Goul gets the free kick, but he doesn't. The referee's played on, and it might work out nicely for Real Madrid. There's Brahim looking to make a run through the middle. As it is, he's dropped deep now. Fede Valverde spreads it out for Mbappe. Oof. Vital interception again from Kobarsi. Ferran. Sorry, Fermin. Lamine Yamal. Down the channel for Fermin Lopez. Still for Pedri, here's Lamine. Still Lamine Yamal straight into the defensive rock that is Antonio Rudiger. A little bit frivolous there from Pedri. Allows Modric to come away with the ball. He's hauled back. Yellow card. Was it for Fermin? Yes, it was. Yamal. Play on, says the referee. Oh, and he slipped at just the wrong moment. Appealing for a penalty. And I can't lip read from that far away. The referee appears to be saying no. He's off balance there, isn't he, Ferran Torres? Just gets a little touch on the back of his heel or ankle. From that angle it looks a little bit more. From the other angle it didn't look that much. And he's saying that he took my leg away. Well, it's a bit of off the ball going on, by the way, just inside the Barca half as we're looking at Ferran. And the Barca fans ironically repeat the chant that the Madrid fans sang when they went 2-1 up. Yes, that's the way that Madrid wins, they're singing. Rafinha. Still Rafinha. And that's a penalty. That is a penalty. Trying to keep control here. The Burgos Bengo chase. Once again, it's Raul Asensio who's done it. Says, young, he's strong, he's quick, but he's still a little bit rash. Just slips a little bit as he goes in to make the challenge. It's obviously Pablo González Fuertes on the VAR, the man who said that something had to be done about Real Madrid using videos on their TV station to try and intimidate officials. Is there enough there? Certainly from about 100 yards away in the stands it looked like a penalty. Certainly puts a little bit in from his behalf, doesn't he, Rafinha? They'll get in the check, are we? Everyone's getting drinks on board meanwhile. We're getting a check confirmed on the scoreboards in the ground. Obviously it is quite an important decision in it, the 97th minute of the cup final, when there's 6 minutes of injury time and you have a penalty. You've got to check it correctly. Obviously if this penalty is not given, Barcelona are going to say that the officials were intimidated, weren't they? Well, is he going to have a look at it? Whatever happens, this is just massive controversy, one way or another. hard really to find anything to say. Don't think anything much needs saying. All is in the hands of the Burgos Bengoechea. And they're actually showing the challenge on the screen in the ground. Does he catch him? No pressure, ref. And he's not given it. And he's booked Rafinha for diving. So it looks like we're going to get half an hour of extra time. Well, if you were a Madrid fan and he gave the penalty, you'd say it was a robbery. And if you're a Barca fan, I'm sure you're going to say it's a robbery that it's not been given. But the problem is with the context of the pressure that the referee was put under by Real Madrid TV this week, clearly has to be taken into account and will be taken into account by people. Barca also will say that they should have had a penalty in the first half. Well, we're just about ready to go for the first half. Of extra time. Very pensive looks from both coaches. Well, this game has swung one way then the other, hasn't it? Barca clearly dominating the first half. Real Madrid looking good value when they turned it around in the second half. Ferran Torres equalising, and then that drama with those two penalty appeals for Barca, both turned down. So what will happen? Will both teams throw caution to the wind? Or will, as sometimes happens when we get to extra time, will the fear of losing overcome the desire to win? To be fair, looking at the players Real Madrid have got on the pitch, I don't think they're a team that really is now made to defend. And Barca just don't really have it in their DNA. There's Gavi. Lamine Yamal. Gavi. Madrid dropping a bit deeper. Once again, ceding possession to Barca. They know they've got that pace, although there's no Vinicius at the moment. Asensio's gone down. That's the look of a man who's lost his patience. Bellingham who goes down. Lamine Yamal. Good challenge. Oh, just sticking. He needs Tchouaméni's feet there. In the end, he's able to work it out. Madrid looking to launch a counter-attack and have a chance. It's a great ball. Brahim Diaz-Gula unmarked on the far post. Mbappe did too much. Barca clear, but Madrid coming back in another wave. Bellingham to Brahim. Lamine. Once again, Real Madrid. Mbappe receives, looked as if he might have been offside. And in the end, the chance goes wide. Goal kick. Just curling out. Asensio. Once again, good speed there, and Mbappe looking to get onto that ball from Fran Garcia. Araujo, no slouch, the Uruguayan, despite his injury problems this season. And Brahim. Tchouaméni. Modric. Asensio being hassled and harried by Fermin Lopez. Again, Madrid controlling the ball and finding space. It's a nice ball. Once again, Ferran does well. His cross, however, looking for Rafinha, doesn't find its target. Barca controlling the ball now. It's almost like a game of chess at times. Stop, start, and then moments of absolute frantic activity. Kubasi needs somebody to become available. It's Rafinha. Nice ball there to Inigo Martinez, now playing at left back. Hooked away by Rudiger, playing with his legs strapped. As Barca prepare another substitution. It's Eric Garcia. He's on for Pedri, who's run himself into the ground. Score of the first goal. And Eric Garcia, well, either playing central defence or as a holding midfielder. What we'll see now is, I think, Eric probably played the role that Frenkie de Jong was playing, just allowing Gavi to push forward a bit more. Fermin does really well there, Fermin Lopez. And just evading Ferran Courtois claims. Madrid come away. Barcelona got midweek action. Small matter of a Champions League semi-final. Madrid don't have to worry about midweek this time. So the Madrid substitutes as Endrick. He's also scored 5 goals in the Cup this year. Behind him was Jesus Vallejo, but I don't think he's likely to get into the game, as he's hardly played all season. Poor clearance, and then Koundé recovers. Wins the ball. Rafinha turns, cuts inside. Nine minutes gone of extra time. And out to Lamine Yamal. Fermin turns his man, but it just runs away from him and then bounces into the arms of Courtois. Gavi. Eric Garcia across to Koundé. Again, looks for that ball over the top for Lamine Yamal. Reads it well, though, does Fran Garcia. It's a lovely little touch from Mbappé. Gets the ball. And Barca aren't going to stop, are they? Although the pass there didn't find its man. Bellingham, who just picks himself up. Real Madrid also not stopping. As Araujo gets across, put the ball into touch. There's a challenge from Gavi. It would have hurt that, but I don't think it's a foul, as he wins the ball pretty cleanly. Uses his shoulder. Once again, the referee plays on. Gavi opens that one out. A big ask with that pass. Just gives the ball back to Real Madrid. Modric to Rudiger. Koundé does well. Once again, the referee's played on. Gavi. Inigo Martinez comes forward. Which gives it back to the young midfielder. Another local boy from Seville. Rafinha runs into trouble. There's a rugby challenge off the ball there. Signalled by the Burgos Bengoechea. Decent challenge that from Gavi. Rovers should sign him. Once again, that look of get on with it from Ricardo de Burgos Bengoechea, who's had a torrid evening of it. Not been an easy match to referee. Once again, Lamine Yamal. It's a bit of a nothing ball ballooned into the area. Rafinha's gone down. The referee doesn't really want to know anything about it. Looks like he's getting a bit of a message from the VAR. The message appears to be play on. And that is just wide. Ferran Torres again just works at space and inches past the post. Well, it's fallen to Arda Güler. And it's a corner for Real Madrid. And that might be the last action of this first period of extra time. Not a bad chance for Madrid. We've seen that they're dangerous from set pieces. So again, it'll be Güler to hit it in left-footed. Rudiger, Tchouaméni, Asensio. Decent delivery, well defended this time. It was Lamine Yamal back in his own half, losing out though. And that is enough for the first period of extra time, says the Burgos Bengoechea. There's Gavi. Well run by Bellingham, and it's all very untidy again. So 15 minutes to decide this cup final, or we could go to penalties for the second consecutive year after last year. Athletic got the better of Mallorca in the shootout. Well, he's going to put it away, but I think it's offside. Indeed it is. not here. But there, Fermin Torres clearly offside. Oh, that's really, really late from Bellingham. Oh! Bellingham's getting booked. He can't believe it, but I think after seeing that I can. Don't know if he was looking for the clever chip there, Fermin, or whether he actually slipped just as he was about to shoot. Nearly worked out brilliantly. As it is, it's a goal kick. Barca's ball. I don't know what I put my money on in a shootout. It's always hard to say. Might not get to that though. It's Mbappe. To the untiring Valverde. It's clipped in, and Bellingham can't quite get a touch. Valde and Casado there. Once again, Fermin Lopez, a willing runner. Chamonix gets across. He's put in a shift today, the Frenchman. Not just the goal. Corner for Barca. Take your time, Inigo and Pau Cubarsí get in there for the corner. And it is Eric Garcia who actually got the head on it, couldn't keep it down. Real Madrid about to make another substitution. It's Endrick coming on. And he replaces Rudiger, who has been struggling, it has to be said. So I think we'll see Chamonix drop into central defence. And the young Brazilian, 5 goals in the cup this tournament, this season. Once again, you've got to say that is an attacking change from Ancelotti. Although I think very much conditioned by the fact that Rudiger was really struggling. Once again, play on, says the referee. Ball given straight back. Bellingham. Ibrahim, Mbappe. thinking about penalties, just remembering the penalty that Lamine Yamal missed when Spain recently won the Nations League quarter-final against the Netherlands. Well, Gavi striding forward. Once again, Valverde. Chance for Madrid now on the break. Brahim. Once again, Bellingham. Can you make a case for Bellingham and Valverde being man of the match? Along with Pedri, although did lose the ball a couple of times in the second half, Pedri. There's Gula. Hendrik can hit the ball from distance, the youngster. Forces a throw-in. It's a great delivery. Bellingham looks to get on the end of it. Runs in from deep. Oh, he's got a touch of cramp as well by the looks of it. Gula clips that in. That is a delicious pass. Does well there, Koundé. Just uses his body enough to stop Bellingham getting onto it. Punted forward by Kubasi. Not straight to Courtois. There's two very tired teams out there, aren't there? So again, Bellingham. Gula. Hendrik gets past Inigo Martinez, and that's a great ball in there. Koundé. He's also had a very good defensive display, and this is now for Rafinha. He didn't have the legs, well read by Tchouaméni. Rafinha, this time he has got the ball. He had longer. He had more time. Not a great game today, Rafinha. He's entitled to one off day. Pau Victor comes on for Ferran Torres. Another player whose place in the squad is a bit under debate, a bit like Dani Olmo due to the financial fair play issues. At the moment, Ferran Torres will end the Copa del Rey as the top scorer in the tournament. 6 goals, unless Hendrik scores another. Bit of a shame. Means Ansu Fati's not going to get into the match. As we go into the last 5 minutes of extra time. Is there a goal in this, or do we go to the ultimate drama of penalties? Oh, it's given away to Koundé. Drills it, and it's there! Jules Koundé has put Barcelona ahead in the 116th minute. Well, that came from absolutely nowhere. Koundé. Once again, somebody has still got flares in that stand. Hansi Flick controls himself, looks at his watch. Great goal from Koundé. Modric saying, look, they picked your pocket. Well, they're celebrating like they've won the cup. They haven't won the cup yet. 4 minutes still to play, plus a little bit of injury time. But at the moment, Football Club Barcelona have turned it around. Let's have a look again. It's played out from Modric. I think it's Brahim, isn't it, who misreads it. Still a lot of work to do there, Koundé. Yes, Brahim who's just caught wrong-footed. Modric was going, what were you doing? You've got to look at Modric's pass out on the back as well. Well, prepare for 4 or 5 nerve-wracking minutes here in the Cartuja, because that's what separates Football Club Barcelona from their 32nd Copa del Rey, or Real Madrid, from a dramatic, let's be honest, it's extra time. It's extra time. It's 3-2. It would be dramatic, just by definition. We've had about 2 minutes of celebration, so I reckon we're going to go to about 122 minutes. Dani Ceballos there, head in his hands. Can Madrid force penalties? There's Mbappé. Surely Mbappé is he going to do it? Referee's pointed to the penalty spot. No, he hasn't. It's offside. Offside flag is up on the far side. There is the offside. Yeah, looks like a correct call. And there, is that a penalty anyhow? We might have got the ball. I think he probably did get the ball. Chesney in no hurry to take this free kick, as you can imagine. Barca would love that to go up for a corner. And Lamine Yamal's done really well there. Out that goes for a throw-in, which isn't going to be taken remarkably quickly, is it? Barca fans cheering a throw-in in their favour, almost as if it was a goal. Out that one goes again. This time it's for Real Madrid. We're in the last minute of extra time. And there you get the VAR, but I don't think he needed that for that decision. I wonder how much time we'll have added on. Had a couple of substitutions in this period. Celebrations, 122 minutes, 123 perhaps. Araujo whacks that one forward. Pau Victor. What you got to do in this sort of situation is finish the move. Yamal forces another throw-in. This time it's for Real Madrid, though. Barca trying to pin Ancelotti's side deep in its own half, or their own half. Another challenge, celebrated as if it was a goal. How much longer will we have? 2 minutes. Chesney's come a long, long way. If you're coming for that, you've got to make it. 2 balls on the pitch for a moment. Hendrik. Offside flag is up against him. Once again, the Barca fans cheer ecstatically. Just looking around me, some Real Madrid fans are heading to the exits. Got to feel sorry for Rudiger, forced off injured, and Ancelotti. Is this the defeat? If it is a defeat, still a minute to play. That means the end of his successful, I have to say, very successful spell as the Real Madrid coach. Chesney sends it long. It's going to come down with snow on, even here in Seville. Towering header from Araujo. Pau Victor, penalised. Free kick. It's got to go long. As Vinicius, obviously injured. Picked up a muscle problem. Bellingham gets a little flick. Araujo's there. Still some defending to do. Mbappe. He's penalised as Real Madrid substitutes on the pitch, complaining. Someone's thrown... Is that a bottle someone's thrown from the dugout at the referee? Uses his hand there. Rudiger complaining, but somebody threw a bottle from the Madrid dugout there towards the referee after that foul against Mbappe. Not very nice scenes. Well, that's taken another minute up, my word. I would not like to meet him on the way home tonight. You see, look, there you see it. Somebody's thrown, I don't know if it's a bottle or something, but I mean, that has come from the Madrid dugout. And that's the complaints. If that's Rudiger who's thrown that, I mean, goodness knows what sort of a ban he's going to get for that. Well, the Barca players in their dugout are waiting to come on and celebrate. There can hardly be any time left. Just a handful of seconds. It's time for Szczesny to punt this one upfield. If I was Bundesliga, I would end it now. He does. Barcelona have won. A tense, a dramatic, incredible Copa del Rey final. 3-2 against Real Madrid. Jules Koundé's winner 4 minutes from the end of extra time, giving Barca the title. They dominated the first half. They led 1-0 through Pedri. Real Madrid were brave. They brought on Mbappe. They brought on Gula. They brought on Modric. They controlled most of the second half. Mbappe levelled with a free kick. Tchouaméni put them ahead with a header. And when you thought it was over, Ferran Torres equalised. Lamin's ball over the top. Courtois went walkabout. That forced extra time. And then that goal from Koundé. It's a long day for the King. Rome in the morning. Sevilla at night. Well, it's going to be Marc-Andre Ter Stegen and Ronald Araujo. Everybody's waiting for that moment. And there it is, Football Club Barcelona are the winners of the 2025 Copa del Rey after a 3-2 win against Real Madrid. An absolutely incredible game which swung and twisted one way, then another, looked set for penalties. But Jules Koundé, in the 116th minute, scored what turned out to be the decisive goal. We'll wait till they take the trophy down onto the pitch before saying goodbye. Obviously Marc-Andre Ter Stegen getting injured right at the start of the season. Which is why the team signed Szczesny, brought him out of retirement. Made some big saves early in the second half, Szczesny. This is the moment you want, isn't it? There you have it, Football Club Barcelona, champions of the Copa del Rey 2025, with a 3-2 win over Real Madrid. We'll leave you with the celebrations. Hope you enjoyed. If you're a Barca fan, you will. If you're a Madrid fan, you might not enjoy it quite as much. Still, Madrid contributed to a fantastic final, I think one that will be remembered for a long time. Well, at least until next season. Until then, thank you very much, and goodbye.